Okay, it's been a while since I did a video. I thought I would update. Been through a few issues, and I'll start with that. Let me step out here and get ready for all this bright light. Oops, forgot to put my soda away in the shop. Don't want no yellow jackets getting into it. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. Let me turn this around and I'll show you what I've been doing. All right. As you can see, leaf spring's missing. I got this side off without too many problems. I was surprised that the bolts actually came loose fairly easy, especially when you consider how rusty they are. This was the bottom, I believe, if I remember right. This was the top, which is still in really good shape. The threads could be cleaned up. It could be reused, but I'm not going to. I bought all new bolts. This one came out with no problem. The only problem I really had was the pocket here was full of crap, like this side. So I had to dig it all out, get down in there, and the nut is fused in there because of the rust. You can see it's pretty thick, and how much that hole is rusted out. So I'm gonna have to cut these rivets off, take this piece off, and thoroughly clean it. Besides that, because I am lowering the truck, I want to raise these up, the front spring hangers, at least an inch, because I'm going with a 2-inch lowering shackle. So in order to maintain the pinion angle, I'll bring the front up also. There's 10 leaf springs per side. These 5 I am eliminating. These 4 are still waiting to be cleaned. As you can see, I started with a wire wheel, and these brackets I started cleaning. Couldn't get the spring pack bolt to break free, and you can see it was just spinning in the vice grips. So I ended up cutting the head off of that, and it was pretty nasty anyways. Got a new one of those, and I'll come back in here, and in here there's the main leaf spring. Got it all cleaned up, rust taken off. I got the lower U-bolt mount cleaned up. The bracket that goes between the overloads and the leaf spring pack, and the top bracket for the U-bolt mounts. I did buy new U-bolts. Like I said, I got all new bolts. So yeah, these are plenty long enough, and I'll cut them down to what length I need. My workbench is a mess, and there's all these new bolts. Come on, bag, cooperate. And they're all grade 8. So yeah, it's been a while because I was trying to take the passenger leaf spring off, and yeah, before I go over there, there's the overload springs for the driver's side. I'm going to go ahead and reuse those after I clean them up. But this side is a lot worse. I was able to get this bolt and nut off loose. I was trying to break this bottom one free, and it wasn't happening. I had a 3-foot cheater bar with a 4-foot piece of pipe on it, and I ended up messing up both my shoulders and stuff trying to break it free. So I've been trying to heal up from that. I haven't even attempted this front mount. I couldn't get the U-bolts, the nuts, to break free on the driver's side, so I just zipped them across here with a cutoff wheel. Made a nice bang noise. It sounded like a gun going off. Scared the crap out of my wife. She wasn't expecting it. And that's them laying there. So there's some good steel I could use for something else. I don't know what yet, but somewhere down the road. What else do I got? Oh, yeah. I was talking with my youngest son, because thinking about switching over to an A-frame suspension, which would put the upper A-arms, of course, on top of the frame, and then the lower A-arms come off the frame. That would raise the spindle point up about a foot, 10 inches to a foot, which would lower the truck really good. Problem is, I don't know how I would set up the upper mounts for A-arms. I think the only way I'd be able to do that is make brackets, slot them, so you can adjust up and down. That way you could set the back lower so it helps your anti-dive. And then the arms would be upper arm would be adjustable in and out using rod ends. But what I was thinking, and what my son and I talked about, is if I cut right across here, and then notch it up, cut in, so this will sit on a 1/2-inch plate, weld it all really good all the way around, do the same on the bottom. That way I maintain the stock ball joints, adjusters, and I still maintain my hubs and bolt pattern and the disc brakes and the whole 9 yards. Then I can go to a different coil or to an airbag. It's either that, or I take some 1/4-inch plate and I fabricate my own twin I-beams that are lower, but I don't feel like doing that. I think going to the control arms A-arms is a much better solution and stuff. Let me know what you think in the comments on that. I've watched a lot of videos of guys doing it and stuff. It would get rid of the radius arms, which would be a plus. You know, I've heard people say, well, you have to get rid of your steering and go to a rack and pinion. But on this, I wouldn't have to, because of the way the steering links are set up and the drag links. be able to maintain that. Might have to modify my pitman arm a little bit, but it's either that or the other choice was Z the frame, or I've thought about it possibly taking a section out of the cross member, raise the bottom up, which would raise up my control arms, or make a whole new cross member, which that's more work than I want to put into it. And if I did that, raise the cross member, I'd have to raise the shock and coil towers. So I'm just looking at all different options right now before I actually bite the bullet on something. I did check into getting my wheels powder coated a cream color. One place they will sandblast them and powder coat them for $65 a wheel. By the time I get the tires dismounted, get the powder coating done, get the other tires mounted, I'm looking at almost $800 right there. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna scuff these up with a Scotch-Brite and spray paint them. And that'll be good enough for now. I've been playing with the idea of, once I get the driver's side leaf springs clean and painted, I will go ahead and pull the passenger side out, and then I will lower my jack stands down to see how much this will actually, where it'll sit before I put the leaf springs back in. But I've noticed now, looking at it, the frame is actually leaning down right now with nothing in this side. The shocks, I think, are still okay. I noticed the other day that the emergency brake cable is cut off on this side, so I have to get a new one and take this whole drum assembly off and get in there. The one on that side is still okay, still attached. So yeah, I asked my wife what color I should do the suspension, and she suggested either flat black or satin black, because the frame's going to be gloss black when it's ready. And I was like, okay, that'll look good with the cream wheels, because the truck is orange, and it'll be orange and cream colored, unless I change my mind and paint it root beer brown and cream color. That's all down the road. So yeah, I'm gonna pull these mounts off, get them cleaned up. Same with the overloads mounts, the rear hanger mount, and on these front mounts, the way Ford designed these, there's just a little tiny, maybe 1/4 inch, 5/16 opening here. So I'm gonna cut this out and open it up a little bit so it doesn't plug up again. Then I gotta look at how much that's rusted out and everything. But yeah, this is my update video for today. I don't know what else. I've still got to cut that 1/4 inch plate, and then I need to get the wheelbarrow moved, this stuff moved, get this stuff moved, so I can back my truck up and put the shell back on it. So yeah, I got my work cut out for me this week. Won't be able to do anything Tuesday because I have to go to excuse me, Rio Rancho for a medical appointment. That's a 2.5 hour drive. So I need to get this all leaned out of the way so I can get to those pallets and start cutting them up. That's my goal for today, because I need to get the roof on the chicken coop finished before it starts snowing. But anyways, that's all I have for today. Please like, comment, share, or subscribe. I appreciate you guys watching, taking your time out of your day. And I hope you all have a blessed day when you watch this, or evening. And we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.